With an economic team set up by this government, Kogi State has made the process of investing in the state less cumbersome.
Kogi State is the new frontier in the investment sector in Nigeria. The potentials we have in Kogi are huge, and so many opportunities. Kogi is a green land, coming into existence about 25 years ago, and for the first time, an administration has deemed it fit to now begin to look at the private sector area, for providing investment funding for such investments, which means with the coming up of the Bureau for the first time, we are going to be having a situation where we are going to be having a planned development, a planned investment and infrastructure development program that will span a number of years, and will be able to deliver and make Kogi State the new frontier in the development sector in Nigeria.
Kogi State is not just a confluent state. In terms of transportation, Kogi State is a traffic hub of the nation. And as such, we have a lot of revenue to generate for the state from the transport sector. All arrangement has been put in place to resuscitate one, Confluence Express services, which will include running the major streets of the nation, and the Confluence City service, which will run the Lokoja Metro.
Prospective investors do not have to worry about bottlenecks and unnecessary bureaucratic delays. Talk about business at the speed of thought.
To remove the bureaucracies of investors and to also avoid delay, we have the state economic team, and at this point the investors interact with us. We assess the viability of the project. Afterward, if this is a project that needs partnership with the state, it will move to the PPP office, because we have a DG PPP, who will analyze it and then come up with the business case, and then if it is viable, from there the business kick-off.
PPP is alive in Kogi. In fact, Kogi is open to business. What I encourage investors to do is for them to have faith in the system, have faith in this new direction administration, because it means well. This is the first time the state is producing a 30-year long-term infrastructure development plan. We have advanced in it, and I think it's going to give direction to a lot of expenditures, a lot of funding requests that we are going to be doing across the sector, whether to bilateral or multilateral agencies, or even local and direct foreign investors. So I speak to the investor today. Kogi is where to be. Kogi is green. The land is good, and I think you can come in here and got all the investment comfort that you require in order to have good returns on your investment. It's going to be, and it's always a win-win situation if you come into Kogi today in order to be able to put an investment.
Now, under infrastructure, we are looking at road transport, water transport, power, health, education, which all forms part of the 5 key thematic areas of the new direction agenda of this government. These are all the areas we are looking at in terms of investment. Kogi State, we have said, is a hub and a transit point, a transportation hub. A lot of deficit. We have a lot of deficit in infrastructure in terms of road networking, which a lot of investments can come into.
We are looking out for an investor that will come as a PPP to run the Lokoja Mega Terminal, and we are looking out to how we can invest in our waterways, and we are equally calling on investors to help us develop our waterways, which cut across many states in the country.
It's not unlikely, because of the high altitude of the Mount Patti, that River Niger can be channeled to that place and made to descend down naturally and become a hydroelectric power. The turbine will turn naturally when large volume of water which has been channeled there is going down, flowing down to River Niger, and develop hydroelectric power. The water is there, the hill is there. Only the value we should add by technology. That is to say, a lot of potentials are here in Lokoja. Lokoja has a high temperature, yes, we know, because of the geographical placement. That is to say, we can develop solar panel industry in Lokoja. And when such industry is put here, we'll be able to have a lot of market because of closeness to FCT and Abuja as federal capital territory and other parts of the country. You might know that during festival seasons, few days to the festival season, be it Christmas or Islamic festival season, Lokoja is congested with a lot of vehicles, and of course there will be standstill at times because of the placement of Lokoja. That is to say that the market is available, the people are moving, it's accessible, and therefore we can have such benefit. If solar panel is built here, a lot of people from another country will come and tap it. And that is to say, we can afford to even to put all our roads, highways under electricity even in the night.
Presently, if you come to Kogi State to come and invest, what most investors will want to ask for first of all is land. We have enough land in Kogi State. Getting land has been made so easy. In less than 2 weeks, you can get the land to invest in Kogi State, as long as all the right modalities are there. Government bureaucracies have been cut down to ensure that investors are welcomed, bottlenecks are not put in their way, to ensure that they are able to fully come to Kogi State and start business. Of course, there are a lot of other incentives. Tax incentives are also there for startup businesses and investors. Tax holidays are there for them, for a number of years, to ensure that, okay, their business stands on its feet before they begin to pay taxes and all of that. So, I mean, it's a whole lot of incentives for investors who are coming into Kogi State.